It's time for some football. Welcome to Cincinnati's Paycor Stadium. Today, we're ready for an entertaining battle. It's the Chicago Bears and the Cincinnati Bengals. Ready to get this game started. Here's Evan McPherson. And away we go in Cincinnati. Devin Duvernay to return it. Good work so far. He's got room. And in great shape after that return. He's across the 35 before going out. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Receiver in motion, going left. Williams starting with a pass here. And his first offering of the game winds up incomplete. Unable to connect with his running back. So it'll be 2nd down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 36. Motioning the tight end now. Williams throwing again here on 2nd down. Kmet's got it, left side. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for a Bears 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
What is going on?
1st and 10, here's Jones. He is down to the 30-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's a Chicago 1st down.
You want to drain some of the excitements of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
First down, Williams to throw. On the move, headed right. Oh, look at this, here he goes. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
2nd and 3 now.
What is up?
Jones trying the left side. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
What is up?
Williams to throw on 3rd. Dumps it off to his running back. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Just like they drew it up in practice this week, partner, and the exact start they wanted to have in this game.
That's 100%. That's why you script and you go over these plays ahead of time. Kate, you know this. All those amazing essays you wrote at Cal. That starts that paper was so important. It set the tone for the rest of it.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Here's a return from the 7. Showing a little burst so far. And that'll put him up across the 35-yard line as they begin the series.
Ready?
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Start.
Burrow on the play action. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Here we go. Start.
Burrow throwing again on 2nd and 10. Throw finds Jamar Chase. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
11, empty. Let's get set. Start.
First give of the game here to Chase Brown. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Start.
1st down, Burrow to throw. That one's cut along the left sideline. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
1st and 10 at the
Here we go.
26-yard line.
Wide 80. Start.
Burrow from the gun. Gets it to his man, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Here we go, here we go. Start.
Burrow gets it out wide quick. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Here we go.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Wide 80. Start.
Burrow on 1st down. The Bears close it in, and they'll get him.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
Offense up to the line fast.
11, 11, 11, 11. 11,
Brings
Thomas.
up 2nd and 17 at the Bears' 20-yard line.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. He's got it at the 5. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Here we go, here we go. 180. Right up. Start.
Burrow throwing here, 3rd and 2. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
All right, they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive.
Start.
Quick throw finds him outright. He's got the Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals finish off their opening drive. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The 2nd drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or could they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's Duvernay on the return. Good work so far. He's got room. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35.
1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Out of the pistol, Williams. Forced out to his right. Now here he goes. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down.
Well, QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Second down carry for Jones. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
You know what I like about a second and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down. You know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
First down, and they go right back to him. Well, he's stuck with him, but this one heads the wrong way. He winds up losing yards. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We're back to Paycor Stadium right after this. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Bears football. They have second down behind the sticks. Tight end going in motion here. Here's second and 14. Completed to his running back. Now he's past the 25. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears take a second quarter lead.
I think he'll take his highlights however he can get them on a handoff, pin off a pass. It really doesn't matter. The important thing is he gets the ball, he gets the touch, and he can do his damage big time.
Santos now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bears break that tie and now lead by 7. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Here's Charlie Jones with the return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
I'm one, ready?
They've got first down from the 31. Brown quick on the draw here. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it'll be first down, Bengals. One play in, and already they're close to midfield.
39-yard line.
Here we go. 11, mighty. 11, mighty. Stop.
Play action now. Burrow. He's got it downfield near the edge. 16 yards on the play. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down.
On two, ready?
They're set up at the 35 now.
11.
First and 10
Gun.
at the 35-yard line.
Big third. 11 MT. 11. Stop.
First and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Throwing deep for the end zone. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with a receiver with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
McPherson at the point after. Boy, was it close, but the point after does go through. And the Bengals tie things up at 14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's first and 10. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a Bears first down.
Okay, to run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
Going to the ground again on first. By a man, and now he's in the clear. Solid running here. That's 9 yards as he brings up second down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he is able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Takes this one off. It's Jones. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Do you feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop, we're playing the same guessing game that defenses are on those kind of plays? Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for it?
It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Another try following the sack. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Working from the gun, Williams. Buys time, rolling right. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So that brings up 4th and long. Chicago brings out the punting unit. Charlie Jones on the Bengals return. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. Collects this at the 35. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for first and 10. Off the play fake, Burrow. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. That was Jamar Chase he was looking for there. And it's going to be second down.
Second down and 10.
11 empty. Here we go. Stop.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Catch made by Chase Brown. And this one does not go far. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Makes it 3rd
11
and
empty. 11 empty.
On third down, here's Burrow. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down. The Bengals send out the punting unit. On the return for the Bears, Devin Duvernay. He punted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. Secures this at the 17. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes first and 10. They'll start with a give to Jones. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. The play brought to an end by Logan Wilson.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. I mean, aggressive call on second.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Dumped off to his running back. And this one doesn't go far. We're to the 2-minute warning from the jungle. The Bears, with a lot of ground between where they are come. This is 3rd and 5. Here's Williams. That's complete. Here's Jones. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. That's good for 7 yards. And that's a Chicago first down. Now here's Williams. Looking underneath, it's Jones. He pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. First time this game they've looked to him. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Those windows over the middle, the congestion, just the mass of people. If you're not on time and on target, you're not going to find a completion, especially on that down and distance.
3rd down. Here's Williams. Headed out right. Back to one of his favorite targets this drive, but incomplete. And that's going to bring up 4th down.
Okay, we've seen this running back pretty busy here early on in the passing game, and not just with checkdowns. You could tell this was going to be part of the game plan, and I don't think one incompletion here to him is going to deter that effort.
Fourth down and 9, and look at this. The offense is still out there. Williams from the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Dax Hill. And the Bengals take over on his 5th interception of the season. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th and that kind of distance. And an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming. And it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
Kate, that play's so indicative of why tight ends in this league have become just an X factor. Right, they're big, they can block at the line of scrimmage, but the elite guys, well, they've got that speed, and they can take something short and make a difference with it down the field.
Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now.
Here we go. Right 80.
Burrow out of the shotgun. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals take the lead just before halftime. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position could be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
Going after up and good by McPherson. And the Bengals break that tie and now lead by 7. So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends on half or if we get a play from scrimmage as this one's away. And this won't have the juice to reach the landing zone, so some great field position coming up for this offense at the 40-yard line. Here comes the final play of our first half. Back to throw it. He puts everything behind this one. This final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Starting at the 10. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Get set. Time.
Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards. It goes to the hurry-up offense here.
And the Bengals first down.
11 MT.
First and 10 at the 42.
On first down, here's Burrow. Complete out to the right side. And some excellent work on this play. It takes him a while to get to him downfield.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. It's a good work. Help reset those chains.
12. Here we go.
First down, Burrow to throw. Finds the in route complete. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. Well, he had a chance to pull up and avoid the hit, Brock, but we knew the outcome from the moment he decided not to and made contact. That flag came out. Burrow from the gun. And he's going to score! Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yes, that's just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yeah.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. What makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Extra point added on by McPherson. And the Bengals double their lead to 14.
Bears 14.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Here's Duvernay on the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And in great shape after that return. He's across the 35 before going out.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Williams. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Ball stays at that 37. Here's 2nd and 10. Williams set to pass. And there's a catch for Luther Burden. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage.
A gain of 26 yards.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. From the gun, Jones gets it. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
Number 21
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Staying on the ground with Jones. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
3rd down. Here's Jones. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And that's good for a Bears first down. This time it's a passing play. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass. Now he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
To the ground it goes. That's incomplete. Ruther Burden, the guy he was looking for. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered feed on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Now Williams escapes the pocket. Toward the sideline, and he's got more. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
These QBs make it look easy, but that requires such a large amount of body control when you throw it on the move. You got to be able to get the same accuracy you would if your feet are set. Sure takes a lot of repetition to make it look easy.
First and goal, Swift. There's some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. Williams will look to throw. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Okay, you get down to this tight red zone, and there's only so many pass plays you can run, largely because you don't have enough space to operate. Defense knows it too. Give those guys some credit. They were all over that one.
Need a touchdown here as they line up for 3rd and goal. Williams to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. They want the touchdown on 4th and goal. They're going for it from the 3. To throw is Williams. And that's going to be brought in. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears start the 2nd half with some needed points. It's a Romadunze touchdown! Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for 1 more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
That one right down the middle. And the Bears chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Return coming from the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 23-yard line.
Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10. Play action here. Burrow buying some time right. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
The left side, and Gesicki has it. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Completed to his running back. He gets loose down the right side. And there's not going to be a score, but great effort. He's out of bounds inside the 10. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I think one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good off the lips, is shred. Shredding paper. Shredding the slopes. Or dude shredding a defense just like that.
180. Shot.
1st down from the red zone. Buying some time left. He's got it. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
11, 11, 11. Here we go. 11, 11, 11. Stop.
Brown has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
When you get stuff like that on a 2nd down run, the focus kind of shifts from getting a 1st down, just giving your punter enough room to get the ball out.
They've been kept out so far. Need to find a couple more yards here on 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Stop.
And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off. Oh, he did from the right, and they blocked it. They blocked it. And he's dragged down. It was a long shot after the block anyway, and they're unable to add anything on top of that touchdown. Now, good news here. This is one kick that can't be blocked as he sends this away. Here's Duvernay on the return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. To throw, Williams getting out to his left. Hits his running back. Space past the 35. And he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. The Bears have the ball, and they're going to need to score. They come in trailing. New set of downs for him at the 38. First down, Williams. That's complete. Here's Jones. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. Give him 24 on that play. And that's a Chicago first down.
First down, Bears.
After Out of the gun, a gift to Jones. And that carry only nets one on the plunge up the gut.
Okay, that's why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Working from the gun, Williams. That's him on the quick hitter. The gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face third down. Now here's Williams. That one's nabbed by Kmet. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears now within 1 score in the fourth.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he can stretch that field. With the route check, secure the catch, quickly become a runner check, and finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
Extra point is good by Santos. And the Bears get it back to within 6. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. On the return, here's Jones. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32. Working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Stop.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Short pass brought in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Let's get set. Stop. 11, Thomas. Stop.
From the 38. He's going deep this time. That's grabbed inside the 30. It's a huge pickup on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
Here we go. Stop.
1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. He's got it along the sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds after it looks like about a yard there. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that one came with a high degree of difficulty. Had to balance, focusing on the catch, keeping those feet in bounds.
Here we go. Stop.
To throw again, it's Burrow. Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
You know, I say this all the time. We get down there to the red zone. Things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry.
Ready?
The quarterback's fortunate. That was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Stop.
On 3rd down, here's Burrow. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals go up by 12 in the 4th. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. His 3rd for the air this game. That is his 6th passing score of the game. A lot of quarterbacks could go several weeks without throwing that many touchdowns. And now, keep in mind, he's only one off the NFL record of 7 in a single game. Now Burrow leading his Bengals up as they go for 2.
11.
He's throwing for it. And this is caught, so add a couple more to this lead they've got here in the 4th. Well, he just calmed down the touchdown, Brock. Defense obviously aware of him as they line up for 2. How did they lose him? How did they get it right back to him for the conversion?
Because he's that good. In moments like this, Kate, it's not even about the play, it's about the player. And when you got a player of this caliber, you find every way to get it to him. And just because he scored the touchdown doesn't mean you don't go right back to that well. I love it.
The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Williams. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Throwing again on 2nd, Williams. Running a screen now for Jones. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Williams from the gun. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. A 5-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Bears 1st down. Here's Williams again. Rolling out to his left. Looking deep, back over the mid. Brought in inside the 20. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
And the shotgun to give to Swift. And his charge towards the line, it's right around 3 yards.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play in 1st and goal situations, too. Because a run like that now, well, leaves that whole playbook wide open for you.
Dumped off to his running back. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up 3rd and goal. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Cincy. Bears 14 points back. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Here's Williams. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much at training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field. Keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. He drops it. Another pick slips through their hands, but this time, Brock, they're still getting the football. Turnover on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate said, you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10.
Let's get set.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. And he's going to make it up to about the 11-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
Oh, Brown has him knocked out. Bears pick it up, headed the other way. Well, they can't add anything after that recovery, partner, but they do take possession of the football.
Well, that was such a nice run with great explosiveness and vision to get free. But you saw he was moving near the end of that kick. You almost felt like a little fatigue set in, and that created the opening. What they say about fatigue? Make cowards out of all men. I'll tell you what fatigue does on the football field. You can lose the ball security in the ball just like that.
The Bears decide to call their 1st timeout. Down a couple of scores. Those 2 timeouts they've got left are going to be crucial. Here's 1st down. Working inside the red zone. It's Jones working the sideline, complete. And all he can do is get back to the line on that effort, so no gain on first down.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is that completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers. That time, a running back in the flat.
And this is incomplete. Could have been a touchdown, but all it is now is a third down.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
Looking to throw it. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on third down than they did on second. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
Got to go for it in his spot, Brock. This is fourth down. Desperation time here. And that's incomplete in the end zone. Could have been 6 points, but as that one falls, Brock, instead, just a turnover on downs.
It's a turnover.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
On one, ready?
Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Gun.
They're going to pass it here. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go. Tough one to retain through that hit. So 2nd down coming up.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You'd like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. To the right side and wheeled in Marchese. And that will not be enough for a first down.
Gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
So in the jungle, the Bengals take the win.